Welcome to the last episode of the Japan series. If you haven't already checked out the other videos, go do that now. This was our last night in Japan. We left Nara in the evening and took the bullet train back to Tokyo. This was my first time checking out the bullet train lavatory, and it was very much like an airplane lav. This is the Capsule Hotel I booked for us for our last night in Tokyo. We wanted something quick, easy, and simple. We thought it had everything we needed except apparently air conditioning. We really tried to make it work, but it was probably 90 degrees in these capsules, and eventually we just had to take the L and leave. I tried to get my money back, but I couldn't. They wanted banking information to refund me, and I just didn't feel comfortable with that. So I just let them keep the $60, and we, at around midnight, headed to a new hotel. It was frustrating, but I'm actually kind of happy it happened because otherwise I wouldn't have remembered the Harry Potter cafe that was right by us. We got to the new hotel and I immediately went on to the Harry Potter Cafe website, just hoping and praying they had reservations available. I was honestly surprised that they did because most things like that you have to book well in advance, but they actually had a spot for as soon as they opened the next morning. So we took our luggage to the train station lockers right nearby and headed to Harry Potter Plaza. They have maps that show you where you can find all the different Harry Potter features in this little area of Akasaka. We had a little time to spare before our reservation, so we stopped by the Starbucks in the plaza. I thought I was getting an iced coffee of some sort, but I ended up with this Frappuccino with cream thing on top. It wasn't anything special, but you know, it is what it is. Around every corner of this area, there was something cool to see. They had things featuring Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. They had this beautiful Harry Potter themed Christmas tree, and it even had the Hogwarts letter that you could pose with. Next, we stopped by the Harry Potter gift shop where I had to pick up a few things. I am a sucker for a good gift shop. Most Harry Potter gift shops have similar things, but I still had to check it out. I had recently decided that I wanted to start purchasing other languages of Harry Potter's when I see them in other countries, and I was going to get the first Mina Lima book, but I already have it in English, so I decided to get a different version, and this is the one I got. Finally, it was time for our reservation, and I was ecstatic. This was one of the coolest Harry Potter experiences I have had. When you first walk in, you notice this giant one that appears to illuminate the ceiling, and you hear Harry Potter music, which of course I had to mute for copyright reasons. We got seated at our little table for two, and they brought us these tablets that you order from. We started out with these non-alcoholic cocktails. I got the Wingardium Leviosa and Priscilla got the Lumos, which we accidentally popped before we got a picture or video. Luckily, they were nice enough to bring it back and put another bubble on it for us for the video. For an appetizer, I got the Golden Snitch Avocado Shrimp, which was only about $10 US, which I think is really inexpensive. For my entree, I got the Slytherin, of course, because I'm a Slytherin, smoked salmon and avocado toasty. And this entire platter was only about $14 US, which is also a really good deal in my opinion. Not to mention the soup and sandwich came out exactly as pictured and were both delicious. Priscilla got the holiday special, which was the Yule Ball festive roast. It included duck, the dessert, an appetizer and the drink. Hers was the frosted pine pavlova dessert. It wasn't a super filling meal though, so she did get the Hufflepuff cheese toastie afterwards. And I rarely get dessert anywhere, but I was not passing up on this adorable Hedwig cake. It came out exactly like the pictures, and that's one thing I really appreciate about Japan is everything comes out like it is supposed to. I feel like anywhere else, especially in the US, it is very hit or miss, but everything here is always on point. And I believe our entire meal for both of us together was less than $70, which blows my mind because this would easily be a $200 experience in the US. And I think eventually I'm going to make a video ranking all the different Harry Potter experiences I've had all over the world. So if that is something y'all are interested in, let me know in the comments below. And immediately after lunch, we had to head to pick up our luggage and go straight to the airport. We did get to enjoy the lounge through Priority Pass, which had some really cool things like ramen and onigiri. And there was a really cool view out of the lounge window of the airport and the port, which is really cool to me because I work at the Port of Houston on occasion, so it was a little bit of both my worlds in one picture. Priscilla left the lounge to go do some last-minute shopping, and while she was out, she found the Pokemon vending machine where she got this adorable Pilot Pikachu. I immediately headed that direction after she got back and showed me, but unfortunately when I got there, they were already out. I was a little bummed, but I still got me some really cute stickers, and I'll definitely be back one day to try to get the Pikachu Pilot or Flight Attendant plush. Before heading back to the lounge, I went to the 7-Eleven in the airport and got a few of my favorites for one last 7-Eleven meal. And we almost didn't get on this flight because of weight restrictions, which I guess are common coming back to the US from Japan. I was actually supposed to get the last first class seat, but for weight and balance purposes, they stuck me in economy. Not nearly as comfortable as on the way there, but at that point, we were just happy to get on the flight and grateful to be on our way home after such a great trip.